Two fathers, both hardworking, both intelligent. One struggles financially his entire life. The other builds lasting wealth. This book explains why, and the answer has nothing to do with salary. Most people grow up believing a simple formula: go to school, get good grades, find a stable job, work hard, and everything will work out. Rich Dad. Poor Dad begins by challenging this belief, and once you see the world through its lens, it's almost impossible to unsee it. Robert Kiyosaki grew up with two father figures. His biological father, the poor dad, was educated, responsible, and deeply believed in job security. His best friend's father, the rich dad, was an entrepreneur who thought very differently about money. The contrast between them becomes the foundation of the book's lessons. Poor Dad believed money came from safety. Rich Dad believed money came from understanding how it works. The central idea of the book is simple but uncomfortable. Most people work for money, but the wealthy make money work for them. The problem isn't laziness. The problem is financial education, or the lack of it. From a young age, we're taught to be good employees. We're trained to avoid risk, seek stability, and depend on paychecks. But no one teaches us how money actually flows, how assets create income, or how debt can either trap or empower you. One of the most important lessons in the book is the difference between assets and liabilities. Most people think an asset is anything valuable, but Rich Dad defines it differently. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out. By that definition, many things people believe are assets, like expensive homes or cars, are actually liabilities. The wealthy focus on acquiring assets, businesses, investments, intellectual property, and systems that generate cash flow. Employees focus on income. Entrepreneurs and investors focus on cash flow. Fear plays a massive role in keeping people stuck. Fear of losing money. Fear of looking foolish. Fear of uncertainty. Poor Dad avoided risk to feel safe. Rich Dad accepted short-term discomfort to build long-term freedom. Another key idea is that hard work alone doesn't lead to wealth. In fact, working harder often just means paying more taxes and increasing expenses. The real skill is learning. Learning how to sell, negotiate, invest, and think strategically. Financial intelligence grows when you step outside comfort and learn from experience. The book also explains why many people get trapped in what Kiyosaki calls the rat race. Earn money, pay bills, get a raise, increase lifestyle, repeat. Without assets, every raise just creates bigger expenses. Wealth doesn't come from earning more. It comes from owning more. Rich Dad didn't tell his children to avoid mistakes. He encouraged them, because mistakes are teachers. Most people fear failure so much that they never learn the skills that create independence. At its core, Rich Dad, Poor Dad isn't about getting rich quickly. It's about changing how you think, about money, risk, education, and control. It asks you to question the advice you've inherited and decide whether it actually serves the life you want. In the end, the book leaves you with a clear choice. You can work for security, or you can learn to build freedom. But you can't do both without changing how you see money. And once your mindset shifts, your actions and your future inevitably follow.